This is not a conspiracy video. This is not about pointing fingers. This is about you and me. Because the Epstein case isn't just a story about one man. It's a story about human nature, silence, shortcuts, and character. And if we're brave enough to look at it honestly, it holds some of the most uncomfortable and valuable lessons for self-improvement you'll ever hear. Lesson 1. Success without character is a loaded gun. Jeffrey Epstein didn't start at the top. He began as a high school teacher in the 1970s, later entering finance, eventually amassing extreme wealth and elite access. We often treat success like a cure, like something that cleans us up once we reach it. But success doesn't fix character. It exposes it. As Epstein's wealth and influence grew, his private behavior didn't evolve. It expanded. The more power he had, the fewer limits he felt. Power didn't make him worse. It revealed what was already there. That's the uncomfortable truth of growth. Success doesn't transform you. It magnifies you. If I had more power today, would I trust myself with who I'd become? Lesson 2. Special treatment is a warning, not a privilege. Epstein didn't live by the same rules as everyone else. There were private planes instead of public flights, private islands instead of open doors, agreements signed in silence, punishments adjusted for comfort. Every obstacle had a way around it. Every consequence had a cushion. From the outside, it looked like a privilege. But here's the truth most people miss. When rules stop applying, it isn't freedom. It's failure. Rules exist to slow us down, to protect others, to protect us. When someone is constantly treated as an exception, it means the system has stopped working, and character is no longer being tested. And this isn't just about one man, because the same temptation shows up in ordinary lives. Self-improvement isn't built in moments of applause. It's built in private moments, when an easy path is open, and you choose not to take it. If something requires secrecy to succeed, it's probably not worth succeeding at. Lesson 3. Reputation is borrowed time. Elegant rooms, influential company, a name spoken carefully in powerful circles, a reputation protected not by truth, but by proximity. He moved within a close-knit world, where favors travel faster than facts, where silence is currency, and where reputation is often guarded by many hands. For a long time, it worked, until it didn't. In 2019, new charges were filed. The curtain lifted, and suddenly, the image that seemed permanent collapsed in a matter of weeks. Reputation isn't something you own. It's something you borrow. From time, from trust, from people willing to believe you. And borrowed things always come due. Not because the world is fair, not because justice is perfect, but because lies are heavy, and eventually, they can't be carried anymore. No network is strong enough to hold a false life together forever. No influence can outrun truth indefinitely. No carefully maintained image survives constant pressure from reality. Self-improvement isn't about looking good. It's about being whole. It's choosing a life that doesn't require explanation, defense, or panic when the lights come on. It's living in alignment, so your public self and private self don't feel like strangers. Because peace doesn't come from being admired. It comes from being consistent. And the safest reputation you can ever build is one that doesn't need protection. Lesson 4. Institutions fail, so personal ethics must be stronger. The Epstein case revealed failures across the systems we trust. Courts hesitated, oversight weakened, accountability arrived late, or not at all. That's a hard truth to sit with. Because we grow up believing that institutions will catch what we miss, that rules will protect the vulnerable, that someone, somewhere, will step in. But sometimes, no one does. And that leads to the most important lesson of all. You cannot outsource your morality. When structures collapse, character becomes the final line of defense. And the quiet truth is this: you don't rise to the level of the system around you. You fall, or stand, to the level of the values within you. Closing, the mirror moment. This story isn't meant to shock you. It's here to slow you down and ask you to look inward. Because most people will never stand at the center of a global scandal. But every one of us faces quieter moments. Moments where no one is watching. Moments where the room is empty. The Epstein case isn't really a lesson about power. It's a lesson about what happens when power grows faster than character, when success outruns self-awareness, when access outpaces accountability. Who are you becoming when no one is watching? Because one day, the mirror always remembers. And sooner or later, someone always looks.